I'm gonna tell you right now. This is from her father. You bunch of lying no good punks, and I know who it's coming from because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. Consequences will never be the same because I've traced it, and you've been reported to cyber police because I've traced it. You'll be arrested. End of conversation. Well, guess what? My daughter's not lying, and I'm not gonna put up with any of you people's crap. If you ain't got something nice to say about my daughter, then keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. And any more of your comments and put it on there will be caught and will be bound. You will have to deal with the police, cause you done goofed. Because I've traced it, and you've been reported to the cyber police because I've traced it. Consequences will never be the same because I've traced it, and you've been reported to the cyber police because I've traced it. You'll be arrested. End of conversation.
The joy of whole room freshness. Glade Plug-in Scented Oil Fan.
It's all around you. You don't even know it.
It's the only freshener to use a continuous built-in fan.
It's just there in the air.
Unlike some fresheners that seem strong just around the outlet, the Glade fan continuously circulates fragrance throughout your whole room.
This shit'll blow your motherfucking mind. Magic everywhere in this bitch.
Plug-in Scented Oil Fan from Glade. The
pure motherfucking magic
of fragrance.
What up? Your boy Blew Up on here. What up, Stu, in the chat? This is just another little short video. I don't know if it'll turn into a long show or not. I'm just chilling watching one of John's recent videos. They were tricking Cyrax. I think he was in court on a Zoom call or some shit. You see no Stu? Maybe he's on another channel. I got one viewer on Twitch, which is probably a spam bot. One on the Almighty Dark Carnival and two on JDA. Was you having bad weather? A little bit.
Here, John. The Sea Southern is here. The legal system is here. Good.
Oh, you're on the Almighty Dark Carnival, yeah.
Can I try and grab a beverage to quench my thirst?
Yeah, we have a appointment.
Stone Cold ET.
Lord, because your client isn't here yet, I need
Why does your name look all weird?
You that your client are making the accusations, and he's required to answer every question given to him that is relevant to this case. I know you are not responsible for having your client act. He's his own individual person. But if he continues to speak over the questions and not answer or monologue, it's all completely irrelevant. It will not be put into further proceedings, as you're aware.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm well aware. I'll make sure to get that through to him on this one.
Okay. And you need to also make sure your client understands he needs to show up for court. He made allegations with my clients. He needs to present his evidence in front of the judge.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. William has now proceeded to join the room as well. We're just missing Chance Wilkins. I'm going to grab a beverage myself. We have 3 minutes left on the inactivity of this session.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Mr. Woolworth, we're just waiting for my client to get here.
You carved the pumpkins and stuff. Did you eat the seeds? I love pumpkin seeds.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's sign hello.
Get them shits nice and crispy and salted.
Wendy. Oh, that's fun. Watch over. James, Gio. Unirax, Fallen Star. Tommy the Cat. Party Event 2002. Jack's Noisy Typewriter. Black at Cephalon Studios. Xylons. Pizza Chip. Uncrowded.
You know how many timeouts do? Alright.
Is Chance not back in? Oh, he's not following through, shocker. He's not here yet.
LB's Pretty Princess.
He still has a minute and 15 seconds left. He does have a 5-minute grace period to come back.
Do we have to abide by that grace period?
Yes, unfortunately, we do, John. As you know.
I hate this so much. I hate all this.
Mr. Allen, do you mind me asking, your involvement in this situation? No involvement whatsoever.
Miss you don't have to answer that question. You don't need to answer any questions that have zero involvement whatsoever. The question can be asked Chance and Chance only. She's trying to use something against you or trying to make you caught into something irrelevant. Thank you, Miss Lawyer.
I'm not trying to get a court or nothing. I just was trying to make some conversation, just figure out I'm very new at this employee situation. I just am trying to understand the relation between everyone. I don't know, Chance just started harassing me probably about 7 years ago. No?
It's like 7 or 8 years ago. Push on something.
Yeah, 7 to 8, yeah, usually. He harasses me because I'm friends with William, and he said some really, really mean things to me. And it really hurts my feelings. Well, that's just awful. Mr. William, what is your involvement in all of this?
I was kind of like an innocent bystander. I used to just watch YouTube videos. Never used to be a big streamer. He used to pick up my name through Marty, and he's been relentlessly bullying me since then.
Oh yeah, you gotta be sure you follow me on Rumble and Twitch, y'all.
That brings me to you. Marty keeps
It's
saying
very important.
So your brother-in-law was talking with Chance. Is that correct? What's their relationship there?
Okay, so that's a pretty complicated question. I'll try to sum it up for you. Essentially, my brother-in-law confided in Mr. Wilkins how he felt about him. There was some sort of romantic entanglement between the two of them. And Chance always denied its existence. But even though I love Nick, we never really talked about like.
Yeah, I only have 4 followers on Rumble,
But I think there was. It's very.
but I have 43 followers on Twitch.
That's something that they shared a lot. So that was my understanding of the true relationship between them two. It didn't stop them from,
Oh, tomorrow's Halloween, y'all. Anyone doing anything special?
All this stuff that's going on.
Giving out candy, going to a party, anything?
From my understanding, at least from what Nick said, masturbating in heaven, truly.
If I could speak to you, Miss Kuzina, I didn't want to disrespect your last name. Is that how you pronounce it?
You get beef with Rumble now still?
It has a understanding of what bullying and freedom of speech is, what terrorism and what freedom of speech is. Unfortunately, everybody on today's Zoom meeting, William, Southern, John, Jenny, they have all been accused of
What up,
terrorism
Dark Prince?
because Mr. Wilkins wants their freedom of speech removed from them. They want them to be arrested because he
Just hanging out with your dude.
telling. All the evidence has been concrete evidence. He's spoken to underage children, and he's using everything in his power.
Doing shit.
Everything, every little speckle of power he has left for me financially. And
You want to go smoke in a graveyard for Halloween.
and attack them in every way possible. I will not allow that. As I said before to Mr. Wilkins, freedom of speech will never be impeded on. Everybody has the right to their opinion, and my clients have said nothing out of the ordinary, old-fashionedly backed up information. And Mr. Wilkins says that's terrorism, then he should not be in America.
Amen.
Damn right.
And you will keep calling him a pedophile and things. I haven't seen evidence of this. So at this point, I can only say that these are allegations and that there's no validity to it.
That's fine. We'll have until November 6th to stack it all up and ship it to you. And I mean, if that's okay with you, if you're not going to cry about it and it's harassing me again.
John, I could speak for John here and say that just because Akron, Ohio Police Department can't do their job correctly with outstanding evidence against Mr. Wilkins does not stop him from being a pedophile. He is a D-bag. I've seen the screenshots. I've seen the age of the individuals he's spoken to, and I've seen why my clients are so adamant to exposing Mr. Wilkins for what he is. I don't think any public figure should be a pedophile or talk to underage children. And I don't think they should be formed or seen as terrorists for exposing Mr. Wilkins for what he truly is.
Well, what could be seen as terrorism is Mr. Horowitz harassing me at work and on my personal cell phone.
That's completely irrelevant.
Could have, but clearly, I mean, we saw how that went. So I don't know where you're going with that, but sure ain't to the truth-telling story, you know what I mean?
So that case was dropped, so who cares?
Mm-hmm.
I have to say, your client is now 5 minutes over the grace period.
Oh, shit.
If he will be returned or not. If he does not return, everything said today will be completely dropped and will need to be done.
I'm kind of high.
November 6th.
I will say this really quick while we're writing. I honestly just thought about this.
What up, Blue? Not much, Urban Odyssey.
About Chance Wilkins. I mean, you could even put together the bullying with the three of us, me, William, and John. You could even put that together to amount to the bullying that Chance Wilkins did on Nicholas Spiegler, which was John's brother-in-law. It's sad. It's really sad, and I feel like it might have. I was friends with Nick's ex-girlfriend. Chance was obsessed with her. I think that might have been a catalyst as well. It comes from a lot of different things. I think Mr. Wilkins is a really, really messed up individual.
Yep, I agree on literally every single thing she said. We can put that on record.
I try not to name calling any individuals, just keep it professional. As best as we can. I know it's hard. Mr. Wilkins has called you many, many names and has attacked characters.
1 second. Stupid dog freaking the logo. Yeah, look at that.
Okay, well,
Hello, Mr. Wilkins.
Yes, Sue. Finally.
Hey, what's up, son? What's up? So, how you doing, buddy?
Just talking about.
Not shit.
so Mr. Wilkins, I know you weren't able to see anything that's on this report.
I'm from South, though.
I do want to say something really quickly, that any questions that you have for me are not going to be answered by me, but by my lawyer. I am not saying anything.
That's fine. That's perfectly understandable. But you have to understand, if I ask you to repeat certain things, you have
Here's the
to.
thing, when I know what you're doing, I'm not going to answer whatever stuff you're trying to do, because I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to improve. It's not gonna work.
Mr. Wilkins, how can I incriminate you? This is not your.
Because I know.
Mr. Wilkins.
I actually do try to conserve my weed.
It is perfectly.
Like
safe.
when I buy a pre-roll, I don't smoke the pre-roll. I empty it out and smoke it out of my
Mr.
bowl.
Wilkins, you need to understand that
Stretch that shit out.
being tried here, you are the one trying. You have.
I also know that
And
and
the legal defense
what they're trying to do, and I'm not gonna fall for it.
Mr. Wilkins, if I said you have to say, I eat potato chips.
I don't have to say that.
Yes,
If no, I don't. If it's
Yes.
not relevant- No, I do not. If it's not relevant to the case, I do not have to.
I can't wait to see you in court, Mr. Wilkins.
Alright, Laura, your client is not willing to cooperate.
I'm not saying that, but I'm not gonna answer questions that are not relevant to the case. And what you're trying to do is not relevant to the case.
Okay, so what I asked you,
Now, ask me something that is relevant to the case.
that is relevant to the case, but I will ask
No,
you
it's
another.
not.
Alright, okay, that is, but I will ask
No,
you
it's
another
not.
question. That is
Well,
relevant
let
to
me
the case.
ask you this.
We can move on to that.
No, hang on, let me ask you something.
Please, I don't know.
In what way,
I'm not, I know, I am, there,
in what way is it relevant to the case?
I already explained myself several
No,
times.
you're not. In what way is it relevant to the case?
Mr. Wilkins, ask the lawyer.
Hey, what-
Yeah, let's get an answer really quickly. Let's get our order.
And look, but what he's trying to do, how is that relevant to what we're up here for initially?
Good question.
He had submitted some things into evidence, and so we need to be able.
You refuse to share.
And have clarification in the discovery.
Damn.
Like,
Sounds a little stingy.
To have me say stuff.
Mr. Wilkins, we put that to that.
I bought 2 ounces at the beginning of September and I'm still smoking off it. LB was stealing weed and smoking what I shared with him on top of that. Damn.
I'm trying to give you an example of why this is relevant.
No, you're not.
Let me ask you a question. When OJ was proceed for attempted murder, he had to wear the glove, correct? To show that
I don't know. I didn't.
Lord, relevancy.
it's relevant to this.
Relevancy.
It's relevant. He had to try to put the glove on, correct?
Here's I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that.
That's not my problem.
You did, Chance, that's the point.
You had to put the glove on, Mr. Wilkins, to see if you did it fit.
Either it fits or you gotta quit.
The point being, none of that has to do with what's going on.
It's completely irrelevant. Mr. Wilkins, it's completely
What we're doing is completely irrelevant, Jefferson. And honestly, dude, I'm surprised you even still have your freaking license.
It's motive. It's motive for why we do what we do. You ask.
Well, it is not motive.
Stop it.
It's your guys' lawyer to make the money, that's all. it is.
It's motive. You
No,
always
it's
ask
not.
me, why do you do what you do? I will forgive you one.
I can't give
This is actually getting to the bottom of everything. If you ask me, bro, I think if you ask why this shit is, why all this is happening, if you
No,
tell
I don't ever get
what's the deep root issue? What is the deep root issue?
I
Why?
can tell you that, so,
Let them bury themselves right now. And if they're explaining themselves, let's just get this shit underway so we can get a clear understanding of why this all happened, bro. Let's
they're
they're under oath. Let's completely without understanding true shit.
Oh, I got you, brother. No worries. So, Cypress, since we're talking about relevancy here,
I'm
I'm
not
talking about everything
I'm
here.
not the one of the question right now, Mr. Wilkins.
Actually, you are by me. Personally, by me.
I don't know.
Don't you have a lawyer?
Mr.
Mr.
Wilkins, I'm their legal defense attorney. I'm not the one that.
Yeah, so my pop is doing good. He's getting better. He's getting the help he needs. He had that infection in his foot.
In the situation with the client.
And they're taking good care of him.
Technically involved in anything you've done. Is that what you're saying?
You just don't.
And he just needs to get his strength up to walk without falling down.
I mean, it's unfortunate for him. I mean, that's any legal attorney. That's against the law.
So let me ask you this, William, and you, Southern, and John.
Didn't know he was sick. Glad he's okay. No, we had a big scare. We had to call 911 where
I would like to answer that. I would like to-
Something, Jenny, you don't have to.
Let's just
the paramedic to show up to take him to the hospital because he was having trouble getting up. Like, he had made it to the bathroom with his walker, and apparently he used the bathroom and managed to get up and pull up his pants, but then he had to sit down on the tub. So he's sitting on the tub, and like, I'm wondering, why is he in there so long? I'm like, hey, you okay in there? He says, please come inside here. And so I opened the door, and I had to end up calling my stepdad back too to help get him up.
So what you guys are basically saying is that you guys.
I had to get under his left arm while my dad helped pull his other one, helped get my pop standing up, and then use his walker to get to his bed, which was directly across the hallway from the bathroom. And we managed to get him on his bed, but then he was like, you're going to have to call 911. Because, yeah, his foot was looking bad. He had to go to the hospital. And, you know, they cleaned it out and stuff, and they've been treating it. And whatnot.
The legal tender to this.
I'm trying to say something, you don't want.
But yeah, he has really bad arthritis in his legs and feet. Really bad arthritis. He couldn't get up
Mr. Wilkins elaborates
off
whether or
the
not he
tub
exposed his genitalia in public
without
to
help.
unsuspecting viewers while masturbating.
I'm not answering. I'm gonna say.
Oh, I can see it later.
29, 25, 180.
I got some stuff for you to watch.
Give me a break. I've never seen that.
No, I don't believe that. Yo, so
Not my client, not my client.
I got something for you too, Laura, don't worry.
Yeah, sure.
Compilation, chance of jacking it on screen.
Somebody go pull it up. Yeah. Submit the evidence if you got it. Yeah. Right.
Can I submit it?
So,
Believe me.
I got you, hold on, Flo.
These people, there's something for you to know about him doing something like that on streaming.
Oh,
He
yeah.
told me a long time.
Yes, I have at least a half of a dozen.
shut up, you want me to say
Mr.
what?
Wilkins.
Half of them is putting it like that. They're gonna be 20, 30.
Half a dozen, no, excuse me, a dozen different clips of a dozen different streams where he has come on
Not.
furiously masturbating.
Aggressive.
I don't believe it.
So I.
Not my client.
So I. And
she doesn't deny it.
no, so I. And to Laura, I do want to say that did happen, but I got warned by.
Not a chance. No.
But I got warned by the police and have not done it since.
Mr. Wilkins,
And
no.
As a legal advisor, as your legal advisor, I advise you stop.
Advice, bro. Yo, stop it. Chance. Oh, Jesus. Good night, guys.
I do not want you to incriminate yourself, okay?
You are saying too much right now, bro. Please. Lori's always told me
I'm
the best advice in these cases. Bro, I'm sorry to come out this way.
We need to schedule this.
Let's move.
Because,
One of them.
no, we need to.
Yeah.
I wanna see you.
Please,
No.
Let's watch. Let's all watch it. Everybody, let's watch.
can both legal counsel speak, please? Laura, I think it's in our best interest. The proceedings have gone off the rail. We haven't had no answers, questions answered.
We
I
need
think,
to reschedule.
I feel it's best for both parties to
There's storm coming, Chance?
for
I
this.
would have to agree with you.
And do we have approval for the rest of the people and also legal counsel? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mr. Wilkins, I'm not your lawyer. I will give you a little bit of legal advice. For the next proceeding, please be more understanding that you're not the only person speaking here and allow the questions to be answered at a time to matter. You understand?
Yeah, let me advise you on something too.
He's the
You need to let people explain me like.
Yeah, he's 86 years old still. Prayers your way blue. Hopefully nothing really bad goes wrong. Yeah, no, he's doing better. My mom's been going up to the hospital every day.
Did you ever tell me that maybe?
What up, Frank Rizzo Jerky? I like how Sally dressed it up in little human clothes. So, yeah.
Bitch.
Oh, this episode of John I'm watching.
The be your daddy stick bitch. If we're off the record.
I just want to say this off the record that you guys are trying to undermine me. It's not gonna fucking work.
He was 92, Dan. That's a long, good life.
You're gonna pay for all of this.
No, I'm not.
I think to make it to 92 would be a blessing, unless I was really struggling and was ready to go. No, I know my pop. He's a strong man. He'll be back on his feet. All he just needs is walker, you know. And he needs to be careful not to stand up too fast because he might get lightheaded because all the pillows he's on. You know, I get the same way.
If the charges were dropped for that last one, you got another one on your way because you sat there and ran your mouth about law.
You need to be more responsible.
You didn't sign paperwork. Your lawyer made you all weekend. No. You have to do the time. You didn't have to do anything. You had to-
That when they got the fucking paper, never
It was up to him. So, I mean, don't put it on him. If it was up to him, he got his ass out the house and he went down to the damn courthouse to sign it.
He took $35.
Everybody else, I'll catch you on Discord, brother. Since this 4% is over, I'll catch you on Discord, bro.
You don't care about
Hold on.
Terrible.
Mr. Wilkins, before you go, what is the day for the next deposition? I need to know if you remember.
I'll have my lawyer get that info to me. I have nothing else to say to you.
November 6th. November 6th.
It'll be November 6th.
So the time I'm getting right now, if it's all good for everybody, November 6th, 8 p.m. EST. Is that good for everyone here?
That's good for me.
It works for me. Absolutely fantastic.
Thank you, Laura, for your time. Mr. Morgan, you have a good day.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Cyrus.
Hello, everybody. Well, I got a bunch of people in here. Good to see you guys. Hello. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe. Thank you very much for sharing. I see there's a lot of people that support it. Thank you. If you don't want to support, you can always hit the chat button or reactions or fucking comment, like, subscribe. I'll put that motherfucker wing. Give you fucking burgers and. That sucks. We got another week to go. That fucking really sucks. I thought we were gonna finish that. Yeah, that's fucking amazing, dude. Charges drop. Charges fucking drop. Absolutely amazing. Make sure you guys go check out. William was taking care of the Ron Blussi. Make sure you guys go check out. Go check out my fucking boy. William. Thank you guys so much. Holy shit. Oh my god. Hello. Well, we're out of fucking court. I gotta take this now. Mutant with $1.99 going to work and so happy this popped up. Hell yeah, brother. What's going on? No, Garibay with the 5. I bet the glasses he's wearing aren't even actually fucking sad. How's it going, everybody? Why cry? Fuck on the content. Love that. This Keno enough for casino. Hey, yeah, get filthy. Bitch. Lilo 13, you're a winner. How's it going, guys? Got a light slip? Yeah. That actually sounds very good. Okay, I need to know. My understanding was that was supposed to only take 40 minutes. It's like 3 times I like over here. Fuck, man, I really don't want to just skip over people's donations, but I'm going to try to get some of the big ones here. Swamp Lunkers, the 1999, John, your legend, RIP Big Dog Marty, Long with the King, chance to hit your off button, bitch, dude. Absolutely. Agreed on all fronts. Where's that video from the beginning? Where is it? What's the video? Hit up, PH hit up with a 10. Hey, sorry, for you dressed like an elderly veteran of a raincoat and Little League bars. So funny. So funny. Absolutely funny. That was insane. That's crazy. I thought we would keep it together, man. I don't know what the fuck. This fucking lawyer called me like, what time was it? I guess like 9? I think it was like 8 something. So, come on, time for deposition. Bitch, you're not my fucking lawyer, dude. What the fuck? Whatever. Aaron Shelton, the 999. You're winning this shit now. Barbecue Bobcat with 20. Congratulations on the big win. Cheers, man. Yeah, man. Mike Hunt with a 10. Congrats, John, on being a free man. I love that night. Alvin Stewart with the 999. That was brilliant work. You guys should get Turtle Black Dragon up as a witness on the official trial. I don't think he would do that. And also, James would leave, by the way. And also, he's not involved in the process. You know what I mean? He hasn't committed any terrorism against him. Blah blah with the hearts. Appreciate it, man. With the 999. Blah blah. I love you. I blah blah you. Interrogation 5. What up, man? October the 999. Cyrex BDL Brazilian butt list. He is the worst butt ever. It's like 2 slivers of frog legs. Thank you, John. This has been amazing. Green Lobster with the 999. Bam, son. Kenny Adler with the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. Kenny Adler. Boss Hall with Sassy Biatch. Watched over on Rumble. Hell yeah. Everybody go subscribe to William on Rumble. He's a good guy. My co-defendants. There's a lot more donations on here. Somebody did arrive at my residence while we were in the middle of that. Oh my god, we got 10 gifted from Traveling Man. Holy shit, 10 gifted from Traveling Man. And you gave a number 2. Holy fuck, man. What the fuck, man? Shit, guys. King Yonder also gave a little member or little brother, little sister. Walker of Sensei said a gift membership. Thank you. Yeah, so there we go. I'm going to show the. Let's see this. Here's everybody. Okay, never mind. I will not show that. Here we go. Here's everybody that I missed. I know I'm very fucking bad. I literally. I have to. That's. I literally have to go. This microphone this thing keeps changing volume. It's weird. Here's everybody. I'm sorry. I can't read all these. I really apologize. I will actually take a note of these. I'm just going to do these and I'll cover them in the beginning next time. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you so much. RIP Coach. Yeah, absolutely. Here's everybody. Thank you guys so much for the support. I feel bad. I really don't like doing this. But you guys got 3 times doing my content. Okay. So I'm going to do one last thing. All right. One last little piece here. Oh, that starts his ass. Literally, I have a fucking picture of the ass saved on my desktop. And then this is the last one. Here's the last piece. Where is it? It's so fucking slow, dude. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. If you guys so much for watching, please make sure you subscribe. Again, I keep saying that because there's a lot of fucking people in here. Very absolutely insane. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys soon. It was a surprise stream. So you guys enjoy it. Wasn't expecting. See you go out. All right, guys. I'm sorry I can't hang out much longer. Yeah, dude. Okay. I love you guys. I'm sorry, everybody, who I didn't get. I'll get you next time. Love you guys. Kisses. We're 1 of 3, boys. Inside your mom's. Or is this a joke? I'll fucking know. What's a joke? Never seen it, never seen it, don't bring it for free. Or just for a business, just for it, it's okay. It's gonna make it a time to be right. It's me. Don't feel it, but it's just now bring it back down so like the dead. So I think it's nice that we just keep this shit simple. Want to get your ass off the nose like a pitbull, and I'll be back to bring it back to leave you with a bit. Back for the motherfucking uncle, boy. Hell yeah. What about titties? Number 6, definition part 2. I'll be sure to grab all the wiener pictures and all that shit, Tyrex. Fuck you. See you there. See you guys. Hold on, dude. Love you guys. Happy Halloween. Shout out, my boy. And hey, by the way, just wanted to, shout out to mine.
Yeah, it sucks losing grandparents.
Let's take charge. Start your comeback today at PurdueGlobal.edu.
I lost my grandma years ago. About, has it been almost 10 years?
It was on the cold shores of Lake Michigan that a man and his buddy were going for an evening walk. It was wet, windy, and cold as one of these men, Evan, strolled through the rocks, the sand, and the driftwood, minding his own business. About 150 yards though from the parking lot, Evan noticed something up ahead. At first he thought it was just the driftwood lying on this embankment and bluffs that led down to the beach. Evan could quickly tell though that this was no driftwood. It was a human leg. This would become part of an extremely disturbing and twisted case that began with the disappearance of a woman who went on a date with an incomparable man. Let's give it a go. Milwaukee, Wisconsin, home to over 500,000 people, but more importantly, home to Miller, Jane Drack, and Jeffrey Dahmer, is where this story takes us. Because that is where 19-year-old Sade Robinson lived. Sade Robinson was born on May 10, 2004, daughter of Carlos and Sheena, born in a Vicksburg, Mississippi hospital. When she was baby about 2 years old, Sade and her family they fought sticks and they moved north to Milwaukee, Wisconsin, which would go on to become the permanent home for young Sade. She went to a Milwaukee public school, she was part of the Girl Scouts, she played soccer, and Sade was an extremely talented dancer. Like anything to do with the arts, folks, let me tell you, she was in there. Rapping, performing, even ballroom dancing. She was super outgoing and adventurous, gregarious, you might even say. And you know what I will say? And she was thinking at one point, yeah, of course, I have a bit. Honestly, Sade could have whatever she wanted. She was smart, beautiful, and excelled in her studies and making friends. She graduated high school in 2022 and started studying relevant criminal justice. In fact, she was just getting ready to graduate on, of all days, her 20th birthday, May 10th, 2024.
Sorry to hear that, Sto.
She was also working 2 jobs. One was a pizza shop named Pizza Shuttle, where she would regularly hand out pizza slices to the homeless folks living all around there. And then she would also work at the Wisconsin Country Club, all the while renting an apartment. Impressive, most impressive. But Sade would meet somebody who was like sort of the exact opposite in every way.
Let's prove on 100% of births ultimately end in
They
death.
met together to Victor's Bar in Milwaukee. They would then go out for their next date. This was when Sade was last seen on April 1st, 2024. April Fool's Day. Though the only joke was the person she was meeting. His name was Maxwell Anderson. That day, Sade was working a Pizza Shuttle, regular shift for her. And after her shift, she was going to go meet with this Maxwell Anderson for their date. She was allegedly, by all accounts, pretty excited about the date. She even told the maintenance man at her apartment building, sort of expressive about it. Now, how Sade and Maxwell actually met is sort of unclear. I believe Maxwell was a bartender, and one time Sade had gone into the bar where he worked with some friends, and they had been introduced, either just shooting the shit at the bar or via a friend. From reports, they went on their first date, as I said, March 29th. They went out to a bar that Maxwell used to work at. Then they arranged for date number 2, 3 days later, to go out for dinner on April 1st. Regardless, anyway, they had been texting each other and agreed to meet up for some food. Sade said she was feeling seafood, so they arranged to go to Twisted Fisherman, the dark and twisted mind of the fisherman. That sort of food. Parents said many not that good. Maxwell used to work here too, if you can believe that. I'm saying he used to work. Like I'm wrong. What's that about? Perhaps going to both of these places he used to work at because she was underage. They met at 5:20 p.m. Had food or a few drinks at the bar, only staying there for about an hour, leaving at roughly 6:30 p.m.
We have 4 days of seeing our planet with Friday. I'm not an alien. If you lied to me, discovered the secret behind Dragonia. The hour is almost upon us. We did our innkeepers everywhere this Friday.
They then went to another bar called Duke's. By the way, honestly, it seems like it was a pretty bad day for Sade. When Maxwell wasn't outside cooking darts, it seems like he was having a great time with the couple beside. You can see Sade sitting there looking pretty bored. Stayed there for more hours, had a few tasty treats, dare I say, a Miller Genuine Draft or 5. And then they left at about 9 p.m. in Sade's car. After that, though, Sade Robinson was never seen again. And before we continue, let me ask you this, Hotshot. How annoying is it when you check your bank account and see that you're still being charged every single month for services and subscriptions you've long forgotten about? You've stopped using. You didn't even know they still had your details. Video streaming services, apps, websites that I've totally forgotten about, haven't used in years, and they are still, when I check my bank account, they're still taking my hard-earned money. Then you go and try and cancel, and you waste hours and hours and hours just trying to figure out where is the cancellation button. How can I stop this, make it stop? Well, today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. This personal finance app allows you to manage subscriptions, lower bills, make a custom budget, and grow your savings, all in one place. As I said, my favorite feature is the ability to cancel all these subscriptions that I just don't use anymore. Once connected to your bank account, Rocket Money identifies all your subscriptions in a single list. From there, you can select the ones you don't want anymore. And Rocket Money may be able to cancel them with just a few taps. Rocket Money will automatically scan your bills to find savings. With just a couple of taps, Rocket Money can help negotiate your bills for you, from internet service to cable and phone bills. No need to worry about customer service calls. Let the app's negotiators go to work for you to try to get the best possible rates. To save more and spend less, join the over 5 million members using Rocket Money today. Go to rocketmoney.com/chapter or click the link in the description to get started for free and reach your financial goals faster. Once again, go to rocketmoney.com/chapter or click the link in the description to get started for free. You can also unlock even more features with Premium. Thank you so much, Rocket Money, for sponsoring this whole video. Now let's get back to it. Sade didn't show up for her shift at Pizza Show the following day. This is now April number 2, April 2nd. And you know, it's one of those cases where she didn't show up, you immediately know something's wrong because she always showed up, and if she didn't show up, she would ring me saying, "How are you guys? I'm going to be a little bit late in today." She didn't do any of that. And then when her manager and her colleagues, they tried to call her saying, "Where are you at?" No answer. So immediately you're thinking, okay, if she's not answering, no contact from her, that's out of character. Therefore, something is wrong. Her manager tried calling her phone all day long. Tried calling then her friends, tried calling her family. None of them had heard from Sade at all April 2nd. It was her family who were missing that evening at about like 9 p.m. Tuesday, April 2nd. The police's first protocol, Sade's apartment. No. Anybody home? Nobody home at all. Back when they let themselves in, having to go around the place, there was like zero signs of a disturbance, but it also seemed like she hadn't been at all that day. Now, the police did know at this stage, as they were opening a missing persons report, was that a substantial amount of movement had already begun in this case, namely with the discovery of two things. One, hours earlier, that very same day, April 2nd, a car had been found burnt to shut. This was at like 7:30 a.m., 3 miles west of Sade's apartment, behind an abandoned building. A witness had seen a man exit the vehicle and toss a lighter into it before walking away. The witness said the man was wearing a grey hoodie and had a tan backpack. The vehicle was a 2020 Honda Civic, and it would later be identified as Sade Robinson's. Some of her clothing and her cell phone were also found in the trunk of that burning Honda.
Super weird because that engine still looks like it's in pristine condition. Huh? It didn't look like, I mean, that was something like a fire didn't touch the engine or any part of the vehicle.
Then also, again, that very same day, as Sade's manager is desperately trying to find her and locate, make sure she's okay, a man named Evan and his friend have been going for a walk along the banks of Lake Michigan. This was in Ornament Park, about 30 minutes due south of Milwaukee proper, along the banks of the Great Lake.
Okay, mostly good guys. You got a couple of guys. Good dude. So they walked out the Esther from Sheridan, started walking south just for fun, rough day on the beach. As they were walking, like right there, something that was up about approximately where that they saw us over on the hill. Okay. So then him and his buddy was in my squad right now, walked out, called us. We came back. It was about maybe 7 feet. 7 feet. I moved it just for Evan's purposes. Okay, so they just stepped away. Yeah. Okay. How long were you on there? About probably an hour. An hour? Yeah.
You like it was the leg belonging to a black female. Yes. Discovery, as you can tell, seems like he's even in shock.
First time seeing it. Yeah, okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Don't go anywhere, okay? All right, hang on, I'll talk to you some more, okay?
So the first thing was checking the VIN number on that burnt out Honda Civic, and that would link it to its owner, Sean A. Robinson. And then, so they're going to start looking for the owner of the car. They know who that is, and then they're also reading, oh, she was just reported missing like that same day. This isn't looking good. And then they also read, we found a report of a human leg found about 30 minutes away, and the leg belongs to a black female. Things were not looking good from Jump Street.
The bottom of Warnemont Park's steep cliff, in or near Lake Michigan's roaring waters, investigators say a park goer spotted a bizarre sight Tuesday evening: a severed leg.
We have walkers up with the callers by Warnemont Park Golf Course. They're walking down by the pump house.
Calling 911, Cudahy police say they were the first to respond just before 5:30 p.m. Within 10 minutes, dispatchers heard saying this over their radio.
Hey, it's from the sheriff's office. It's confirmed. Okay.
Our cameras captured investigators down at the bottom of the cliff searching the area. The Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office immediately determining the leg belonged to a human.
As I said, Sade had told a lot of people.
There's an arm in my trunk. An arm in my trunk. Underneath the tire, got an arm in my trunk.
This Maxwell Anderson fellow. Getting records then offer Sam on burned out cell phone. That also reveal a whole heap of text messages between herself and Maxwell, and also via her like 360 app, where she had been till the moments her phone had died. It showed her exact movement.
What are you doing besides watching soap operas? Pleasuring myself vigorously.
To Maxwell's home in southeast Milwaukee. They arrived to his house at about 9:30 p.m. But then, at around 1 a.m., 3.5 hours later, Sade's phone had left his house. It was now traveling through downtown.
Nah, this ain't no soap opera though, bro. This is fucking true crime shit.
In that area, walking along the embankment. The same embankment and bluffs that the leg would later be found. There was in fact a pump house at the park, and later it was discovered that the gate to that pump house had been rammed through with, it was later discovered via bits of car left behind, a Honda Civic. After that, Sade's phone died, and the next thing is that roughly at 7:30 a.m., her car was found on fire. CCTV would show a man leaving the area of the burnt out car, getting on a bus, and then heading towards South Milwaukee, towards the home of one Maxwell Anderson. The police were putting all this shite together, and they needed to speak with him urgently. But who the shit was Maxwell Anderson? Anderson was 33 years old at the time. He grew up in suburban Waukesha County. He graduated high school in 2009, and he was sort of known in the Milwaukee area. He had worked at a lot of bars. He'd worked at a lot of clubs. He had been bartender, security, and he was known as like very well liked. And he had a good outlet work ethic. He'd also briefly served in the U.S. Navy, had been there for about 8 months before he left for unknown reasons. Now, he had a few incidents with the law, though. He had a couple of run-ins with the old boy. In 2014, he was visiting relatives in Colorado when he was acting weird, aka on drugs, and he'd started screaming at a relative. He then stole the relative's car, drove, crashed it, got into a fight with another relative, because I guess he'd been chased down. Move on Maxwell Anderson's part, because it ended up Maxwell ended up in a maximum bad position because he got knee shite bait out of him by this other relative, ending up in hospital. A year later, in 2015, he was arrested again for domestic abuse for glancing an elderly relative. This was because they had recommended that Maxwell seek mental health treatment, to which, I imagine he responded, but I'm Maxwell. Max shit. Then in 2019, he ended up in some kind of argument with a woman just on the sidewalk in Milwaukee. A passerby tried to intervene, and then they ended up in fisticuffs, and Maxwell was arrested for that one. Then in 2022, he was arrested for drunk driving. Bill will tell you? Yeah. I got more comments.
Best tailgate ever.
Maxwell has been described as a spoiled brat, weird and awkward, who feared the collapse of society and left booby traps around his own home. However, he grew up in very affluent circumstances for sure. His father owned a local insurance company, and he thought he could have whatever he wanted and do whatever he wanted. And that included having a sex dungeon, because somehow in this story, of course, he had a sex dungeon. And
Really, so that's cool.
Have a bit of pop on. You shouldn't kink shame people. Don't kink shame people. I disagree. I feel like some people we should kink shame, because Maxwell Anderson is a maximum piece of shit. And he had the full-on sex dungeon, which I'm talking the whips, the restraints, the slings, the saws, the blades, the tarps. And you can see where this is going, I imagine. Tools. He was a sick bunny. And speaking of puppies, by the way, you'll like this. On April 3rd, 2024, that's when he updated his profile picture to. All the while, the police were trying to track him down. The very next day, he again posted on Facebook, asking if anyone wanted to join him in some volunteering. I don't know if he saw any of the replies, because that very same day, at around 1:20 p.m., Maxwell Anderson was arrested at a traffic stop.
No. What's going on?
This was only a few blocks from his home. In the rear of the car was a hoodie matching the one seen by the suspect in the CCTV after Sade's car was burnt up. That very same day, police executed a search warrant of his home, and things started to become pretty clear. In the bedroom and on the walls leading to the sex dungeon basement was blood. Tiny little spatters of blood. From the scene in the basement, it sort of became clear, tragically and horrifyingly, what had happened. They also found a couple of cans of gasoline, which he had likely again used to burn up Sade's car. In the meantime, the police continued searching around where Sade's car had been found, burnt out, and on April 6th, they found more body parts in that area. Disturbingly near some of the human flesh found in the park, they also found this extremely...
Yeah, I'm sure he's being well taken care of right now.
Now, they couldn't tell, though, if that had been left by or not. And along with what's been called other parts of discarded human flesh, and more of her washed up. Would wash up about 2 weeks later, and yeah, it's pretty horrifying.
Family and volunteers searching for the remains of 19-year-old Shade Robinson along Lake Michigan.
They just want justice. They want justice. This is a horrible thing that happened, and they want justice.
It's the same place where someone found Robinson's severed leg April 2nd, one day after investigators say she went on a first date with 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson. Anderson now charged with killing and mutilating Robinson's body.
Bit of a bombshell, though.
What a
When the DNA
weirdo.
tests were done, those spatters of blood they found on the walls leading into the basement. Not Sade's blood. Latex gloves were found on that same beach where the leg was found. Bloody, like two gloves, latex gloves were found completely bloody along that same beach. They were tested. It was not Sade's blood. It was not Maxwell Anderson's blood. In fact, there was a lot of blood found in the vicinity of Maxwell that was not Sade's. So, yeah. It's not like he didn't do it. It's like, what else did he do? Maxwell Anderson was charged with first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and arson of a property other than a building. He refused to speak with the authorities. Now, in the lead-up to the trial, it was thought that defense would go with he killed her accidentally. You know, they were getting into some
My meds are starting to kick in.
municipal sex dungeon basements, and he accidentally killed her. He panicked. He flipped out. He didn't know what to do. And so, well, you know, he thought the best thing to do, scratching the old noggin, was chop her up and dismember and, place her body parts around the city of Milwaukee and then burn her apart. I mean, you know, he didn't know what else to do. I'm sure it's not what most people would do, in fairness now, if it was yourself. They thought that would fly. They were severely wrong. After all, though, the videos that show Sade's car driving around after it's believed she was killed, well, it's impossible to tell who the driver even is. At the same time, though, evidence seemed to show he knew exactly what he was doing. Photos were found on his phone. Photos that had been deleted, but, you know, police can always recover them. Photos showed him, groping her unconscious in his house, him groping her, him removing her clothing, him dismembering her. After they'd gone to that second bar, they had gone back to Maxwell's place.
Alright, y'all, I'm gonna end this one. I'll talk to y'all maybe later.
Before he killed and then.
Or tomorrow morning.
And it would also seem like he'd been preparing for.
Take it easy. Don't forget to spot the like on it.
Would also
Woo-woo.
The joy of whole room freshness. Glade Plug-in Scented Oil Fan.
All around you, you don't even know it.
It's the only freshener to use a continuous built-in fan.
It's just there in the air.
Unlike some fresheners that seem strong just around the outlet, the Glade fan continuously circulates fragrance throughout your whole room.
This shit'll blow your motherfucking mind. Magic everywhere in this bitch.
Plug-in Scented Oil Fan from Glade. The
Pure motherfucking magic.
of fragrance.